This episode is sponsored by Loot Crate. All you gamers out there, listen up. Loot Crate is a subscription service for you. Every month, you get a dope box filled with licensed gear, apparel, collectibles, and unique one-of-a-kind items and more. They sent me an awesome box last month with some crazy Titanfall gear. Usually a Loot Crate is only $13.37 plus shipping and handling for a guarantee of at least $40 worth of gear. And now they're hooking this thing up for all the final level people, even all of you in the UK, Canada, and Australia. Just go to lootcrate.com/iced and use the offer code ICE and check it out. You'll receive 10% off your first box and be entered to win a mega box with over $750 worth of gamer gear. In the past, these mega boxes have included new consoles, collector edition games, and other dope stuff. That's lootcrate.com/ICET. Offer code ICE.
Upon initial contact with Ice-T's music, I had envisioned him to be an ill-mannered and psychologically unstable man with an extremely uneducated and barbaric frame of mind, whose raps displayed nothing but ridiculous jargon, shocking sexual audacity, and repulsive images of the ghetto. However, after further analysis of his music, I can deduce that he is the epitome of anti-disestablishment terrorism, who embodies the entire spectrum of the urban experience and struggle. But to make things more plain and simple to the layman, I find Ice-T to be the dopest, flyest, OG pimp, hustler, gangster player, hardcore motherfucker living today. To be honest, I am totally and completely on his dick.
Welcome to the Ice-T Final Level Podcast, featuring your co-host, Mick Benzo, and your host,
Ice-T.
Hey, yo, what's up out there? This is Ice-T and Mick Benzo. You are listening to Final Level Podcast number 9. Mickey, how the hell did we make it to 9?
A 9 is a great number because Michael Jordan used to wear that when he played baseball. That's why we're going to continue to move on, baby. Number 9 podcast.
I don't know if we want to say Michael Jordan when he played baseball.
Yeah, he did, but he did play baseball.
I know, but that was not when he was at his
number
49's best.
But he wore 4-5. That's a good number.
Exactly. Well, look, we got a lot of people here in the house.
Final Level Podcast just walked in the building. My man Eugene from Bob's Motherfucking Burger. That's Fox TV, right?
Yeah, it's Fox TV.
All right. Also, I see somebody damn, is he driving faster than a motherfucker? Slow down! Oh! I think that's Seth. Seth Rose. What's up,
yo,
baby?
we never slow down. We don't stop for no one.
This is Seth Rose. This is one of my homies. You know, people know out there. We used to bull run cross country.
What do you mean you used to? They don't do it no more?
No, me and him kind of slowed down. He won it
slowed
twice.
down a little bit, you know. I mean, I won 2 years straight in a row, back to back. I set the record, and now we're just
you saying that to protect the innocent. You know damn well you still racing.
No, we race now, but we don't race. See, bull run is outlaw racing. You're starting it when we started in California. We would start in New York, and we would race. Like when we raced from New York, we raced all the way to L.A. We started in Vegas. We raced to Miami, and it's a rally. But you're at your own risk, and you're basically out there trying to outsmart the law. Like on a regular run, how many tickets would you get?
I mean, first year I did it, we was clocking like 17 tickets and 1 arrest, and
17 tickets in what, one state?
No, 17 tickets across the country. I did
17 tickets in one state, you'd be in jail.
I did hit 4 tickets though in one state. They got me back to back, nonstop.
And you were driving. He had a custom GTR.
Yeah, I had a nasty GTR that was hitting about 850 horsepower. We topped it out at about 207 miles an hour.
Yeah.
So you might as well just go to Indianapolis race and just race on the track, bro.
We do that too. We do that on the weekends, but this is a thing called the Bull Run, and that's why I met Seth. And I was out there. One year I raced the Aston Martin. The other year I raced the Benz. And you know, it's fun as hell, but it's like putting your driver's license in a meat grinder.
I said so. If he got 17 tickets in 17 different states, that means you ain't got no license then, right?
No, I got a license. See, that's the beauty of having a New York State driver's license. If anybody else
Hold
out
up,
there,
pause. Don't give away too much game here on the Final Level
don't spill.
podcast. We got the secrets allowed to be kept. So the reason you still got your license is because he still got his license. Okay, we're not going to give up no game, and then next thing you know, they block that.
Yeah, we don't want that. We don't want that.
Eugene, you drive that fast?
No, I didn't. No, I mean I would. but I don't have a car.
You know what?
You know what? I don't even think me driving that fast is scary. I really feel bad for my passenger. I don't know how he does it.
What if you drove the speed limit the whole time and didn't get stopped for tickets? Would you? It's not as fast.
It would take me
pointless.
like 2 weeks to get there.
How long does it take you to cross the country speeding? 17 tickets, 1 arrest. An arrest, how long does that take?
Oh, that takes about an hour out of your time.
Oh, okay, that's
a little bit of a
you
hassle.
should
And we
speed.
do 250 miles in like
30 minutes?
2.5 hours.
This is like an underground extreme
Rally.
Because it's like days long. It's
It's
across
1 week.
the
It's
country.
1 week. And it's extreme because you're not getting much sleep. They're having parties every night. They're making multiple stops during the day.
You get up in the morning and they'll say this. You don't know where you're going.
It's
and
a mystery.
And they say, okay, this is the first rally point, and everybody gets their ticket. There's 100 cars, and you got to get to that rally point. They time you to that rally point. Then they give you the next card that tells you where your final destination is, and then you got to make it there. When you get there, they have a party, they have dinner, people are waiting on you, and then it's often a week. It's I call it
It's a vacation.
boys
It's a
club,
mancation.
mancation with cars. But me and Seth did it. I was in a little fender bender in my last one, so I said, you know what, did it.
Done.
Pick another thing to do, exciting.
Sport.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. How fast do you go when you do this?
I mean, the fastest I've gone is 207. Not the fastest I've ever driven. The fastest
right.
I've ever driven was 238.6 miles an hour.
And what?
That was in a twin turbo Lamborghini.
Wow.
Damn.
And then
I held the record in that for a little
Would
bit.
you go 207 in then?
That was my GTR.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
But we're gonna not talk too much about this street racing because we don't do that. That's
Well, they got a movie called. They have a
They
movie
do
you can go
have-
see called Fast and Furious. That's all.
They have 1 year to prosecute, so that year's long gone, so I'm fine.
Yeah,
Talk all I
but
want
that's
about.
my boy, and we still do our little car things. What's your next event you're doing?
I got on tomorrow.
Okay,
I got bowlers and bagels.
ballers and bagels. We
Everybody's
ain't gotta
doing
say
like
he's
cars
Jewish,
and
right?
coffee and all sorts of crazy stuff like that. I figured bowlers and bagels, why not?
Now, where's that?
That's out in Long Island at my friend's car dealership, and then we're all meeting up there. I got about 150 cars meeting up, and we're gonna go take a ride. And
I might come to that tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? That
Get a little
seems fun.
crazy out there.
Coco was trying to get me to go to see some Broadway show. I'm like, I might need to go to Ballers and Bagels. I think I have more fun at Ballers and Bagels than sitting through. I mean, I've been to. I hate Broadway shows. I went and saw Cats one time, and I've been dealing with getting therapy ever since. Midnight and the kitties are
that's rough.
sleeping. That
That's
shit
rough.
is bad. That shit. I was the third wheel. Africa, Islam, and Claudia went.
Oh,
and he
shit.
talked me into going.
And you win.
I was the third wheel sitting there through Cats with this big fucking gay cat with a cup on, jumping around on the roof. Fuck my head up. Eugene, you ever seen Cats?
No.
You like
Why
Bro-
would I ever go?
Did you like Broadway shows?
No.
That,
I mean, I'm
like
not.
you. I like Eugene.
I mean, I don't. No, I don't like it. I don't go. But I'm sure that it's fine.
It's all right. I mean, you got to go. You got to know which one to go to. Another one I went and saw was Wicked.
You've seen a lot of Broadway shows where someone doesn't like Broadway shows.
Well, I got a wife, you know what I'm saying? And part of being married is, you put them in places they're not comfortable, and then you got to give them back. It's like a token game. You take her some shit she don't want to do, and then she rolls with you. Then you got to go to the goddamn Broadway show or
Oh,
something.
that's fair.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
yeah.
That's fair, though.
Yeah, it's fair, but I'm not going to say I like the shit.
she likes driving. She likes being your co-pilot.
Yeah, she rolled with me on the bull run. Coco was the navigator. So, we figured a way to keep it balanced. But fuck Broadway shows. I'm going to the Ballers and Bagels shit tomorrow.
There you go.
I'm going to go wipe off one of my cute things downstairs and go do that. Okay, but this is warm up for the Final Level Podcast 9. We got Eugene in the building and my man Seth Rose, our outlaw racer, and Mick Benzo. Here we go. First up, this is news on the Final Level Podcast. Mickey, did you hear about the ferry that turned over in Korea recently?
Yeah, that's kind of like, it's beginning to feel a little unsafe to take these cruises.
Yeah.
I went on a Tom Jordan cruise. Now I consider myself not going back to no more cruises because you know how much water is out there?
Yeah.
I mean, them people it's not like you can just jump off and someone's going to come right away and rescue you. And I believe that the captain didn't give them ample enough time to get off that boat.
I heard the captain was the first person off the boat, and when I saw it,
he's not supposed to abandon
he was
the
arrested
ship.
for it because he betrayed maritime law.
Right, he's not supposed to abandon the ship.
You go down with the ship. You're the last man off.
That's like an actual law, I think.
It is.
Yeah,
100%.
so the boat flips over, and then they were pumping oxygen into the hull, trying to hope that people were alive in there. Of course, nobody lived. But after this, the plane. Then you did see that other ocean liner that got docked. I mean, it ran aground, and people were stuck on it. I'm just like feeling that a lot of things that I've lived through that I felt safe weren't that safe, and I was kind of lucky. You know what I'm saying? And especially on a ferry where they have cars and stuff like that. It's easy for the weight to shift. I didn't know a boat like that could turn over. Did you? Did you think a boat?
I didn't think so either. Not one of those big boats like that. But
the Titanic.
Right, but no. But what I'm saying is the captain didn't give the people that were on there ample enough time to get off. It was time. They kept saying, listen, let them get off, give them the rafts and the boats and get them off. He kept them people on that boat.
Right. He delayed the whole process.
Off.
Right.
He jumped.
So he got off first, though.
Yeah.
He should go to jail.
Oh, yeah. You can't.
You're not supposed to abandon the ship, Captain.
Yeah, that's corny. So we get serious.
That same thing happened with that cruise liner that overturned. Same thing. The guy jumped off.
And everything ain't a joke on the Final Level podcast. So we send out our condolences to all the people from Korea out there that lost their life on that boat. These another tragedy. We got the jet. Now we got this. Serious out there, and it's all the cold thing is it's happening to people on vacations. It's happening to people when they're out there trying to have a good time. And things are going wrong. And that was news. Final Level Podcast number 9 with Ice-T and Mick Benzo. This is sports.
My man, May 3rd, 2014 in Las Vegas. His name is Mr. Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Money Mayweather. He's fighting Marcos,
I never heard of him. I never heard of him.
He's about 7.
Imelda Marcos' son?
Nah.
I never heard of him.
He's 30 years old. He got 35 fights with 31 knockouts.
But who was he fighting, though? Was he fighting, in El Salvador?
I know one thing. Where does he fight? He's about 7 foot tall, though.
Nigga.
7 foot tall.
There ain't no fucking fighter 7 foot tall. Floyd Mayweather's what, 5'1", 5'2"?
Yeah, 5'2". Okay, so guess what?
2 feet taller.
Yeah, but guess what?
Basketball player, not a boxer.
Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, another Mick Benzo moment. There is no such.
He better be 7 foot if he's trying to beat Floyd Mayweather, baby. He better be 7 foot then.
Look, I'm looking right here. This dude, Mickey, the nigga is 5'7".
Oh, okay. Well, I'm a little dyslexic. The numbers twisted around. I put 5 and 2 together. I made 7. I made 5 and 2 7.
5'2". What is a 2?
You said 5 point. You say 5 2 feet.
I said he's 5'7". You said he's 7 foot. Ain't no 7 foot boxers.
Well, I changed the numbers, man. No. On the real.
You changed the numbers on height.
I changed the numbers on height. Come on,
well, Mayweather's gonna win.
I'm on Mayweather.
No, hold on.
I don't really think anybody can beat Mayweather. Even Pacquiao.
The kid is not, a bum, but he will get knocked the fuck out.
No. Yeah. If you ever seen Floyd Mayweather fight,
speed.
He's genetically connected to boxing. He's been boxing his whole life, and I really watched the last fight he was in. The dude moves like a cobra. Like his head is like on a swivel, and it's like he's very difficult to hit. But this is boxing; it's not slugging,
Well,
and he's really
the difference in a boxer and a slugger. Floyd Money Mayweather's a boxer. What he does, he doesn't look to get hit. So when y'all he's not fighting, you don't get in the ring to get hit. You get in the ring to win. And if you strategically move around and don't get hit, that makes you a boxer, not a slugger.
The art, the sweet science.
Yeah, that's him. That's Floyd. That's Floyd.
Floyd's going to win this fight. I'm not even paying for pay-per-view to see this.
What do you think about Floyd Mayweather?
It sounds like he's extremely good at boxing, and he moves
You don't
on
watch
very
boxing?
quickly.
Yeah.
I would, but I don't really.
You from Russia?
Right? I am from Russia.
You snuck over here to Brooklyn?
No, it was through formal channels.
No, I'm saying you snuck over here to Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Russian boxers will beat your ass.
Yeah.
Russian boxers. There's I think a Ukrainian boxer that's also maybe running for president. But anyway.
You're right. Yeah. They'll fuck you up.
Yeah.
Russians was fucking with Rocky.
No, we go.
That was scripted.
How did you get to United States?
Wait a minute, hold up, pause.
No, I'm saying.
Right, this nigga's passport.
Yeah, because I'm trying to find out how he came on with Moscow to Brooklyn.
We applied. You apply to leave Russia, and then I was like a refugee where you leave and come to America.
Get out of this nigga's Kool-Aid, man. We're gonna talk.
And then you come here.
We're gonna talk to you, Eugene, in a minute.
Let's figure out boxing.
He's all worried about how this nigga got. Man, god damn it. Asking people serious personal questions. He might be over here on some old funky shit.
Maybe
listen,
I snuck out as a 4-year-old. No one knows I'm in America.
Everybody wants to see Mayweather Pacquiao. That's the fight. Now, Pacquiao just won again, okay?
Yeah.
And Mayweather and them, it's, the thing of it is, it's about money, but it shouldn't be about money because both of them are caked out. I think Mayweather don't want to lose his title. This is...
I don't think nothing of that sort. What I think it is, like Mayweather said, I'm doing it as a sport, and they pay me to do this as a sport. Pay me if you want to see that. It ain't got to be about money, but write the check. I work hard for what I do.
That, but I think he knows that this is the most challenging opponent out there for him.
Yo, Floyd,
and Pacquiao.
After this fight here, just walk off the business and be the champ that you are. He'll never off, man.
But people won't rest because he never fought Pacquiao. Until he fights Pacquiao, he can't close.
That his brother? No, that's in the Ukraine. Never mind.
Oh, see. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's like one of those things where you're a great basketball player, but you never won a championship. Pacquiao was that one piece missing in the crown. That's that one stone.
Why that must be a one piece for Floyd Money Mayweather about Pacquiao?
No, listen, Floyd. Look, I'm one of the biggest Floyd Mayweather fans ever. He's undisputedly the baddest motherfucking boxer. The man is cold. I like his get down. I like his style. I like his personality.
Right.
Fuck the personality he puts on television.
Right.
I've gotten into the dude. I know he worked for everything he got. But it's one of those things. It's one of those things when you in that position. It's not like he got to fight Joe Blow. Everybody, this is the one guy that possibly could give him a real run for his money.
Hey, Floyd.
That's the fight everybody wants to see.
Take that money,
man. Right? Everybody wants to see that fight.
Floyd Mayweather, after this one, take the Pacquiao and finish him off so they can stop talking about
what
you do.
Just do it for free. Just do it for free. Donate all the money to me. That's what you can do. Just say, I don't need the money. I'm going to give all that fucking money to Ice-T.
Floyd Mayweather.
And I'll root for both you niggas.
Now, Saturday's going to be dangerous.
Yeah, that's what's up. And that was sports. All right, this is the Final Level Podcast, and this is TV. Licky Mickey, what the fuck are you doing?
I'm not answering. I'm trying to delete.
What is that music, though?
I don't know.
It's like the Love Boat or something.
Whatever's on that motherfucking...
Your phone just rung.
And change the music.
The Love Boat music came on.
Hey, Zulu Love, man.
Y'all niggas out there, you were watching the streets. The streets is talking. These thug gangsters, tough guys. If you see Mickey, you swear to God he's gonna try to take your money. And then his phone comes on, and it's the fucking Love Boat.
Hey, look, you got to respect that though, because I am the Zulu Love Man on Blackberry Soul Radio.
True.
I do that. That's what I do. I'm doing to fix this fucking phone up, man.
Mickey, we're trying to go off into the TV segment, and this is a great time to introduce once again our special guest, Eugene.
Once again, the Final Level Podcast, Ice-T and Mick Benzo. Sitting right beside us is Bob's Burger from Fox TV, better known as Little Eugene. Is that what they call you on that show?
Gene. Yeah, the character is Gene, and I'm Eugene.
Okay, Eugene.
Yeah.
So, when you first started doing comedy, I understand you started in school.
Yeah, I did it in college. I went to a school where you could design your own major.
But they used to laugh at you, right?
I mean, they thought it was done.
They wasn't laughing with him. They were laughing at him. They wasn't laughing with him.
They were doing both.
Damn it, Mickey, there goes your goddamn ring.
Shut it off.
Here, give me your phone. I'll put it on silent.
Right.
Turn that damn thing off.
Turn that damn thing
off. Ain't nobody
off.
calling you with no money.
Nah, they ain't got no paper.
Yeah.
I turn it off. Now it's dead.
Look at that.
Okay, come on, Eugene.
Yeah, I started in college and then did it, and then after, and had just been doing it since.
That's kind of fly. But how did you get into TV? That's what I'm trying. How you get the voice on a cartoon?
I mean, it's like anything where you just do something for like 15 years, and then throughout that process, you meet people, and then you find people you like to work with. For Bob's, the guy who created the show, I'd worked with before, and he cast everybody. There was no auditioning. He just found people that he wanted to work with. with and cast them in the different
You
roles.
got a good voice, though.
Thanks.
You got a good voice. Got a lot of bass. I got bass. He got serious.
I'm a very bassy, sexy kid on the show.
Oh,
So yeah, when y'all do the show and y'all do the taping, y'all do it one at a time?
No, we do it all together. We do it together in LA and New York on an ISDN line where we call in, and so we're taping it live. It's one of the probably few cartoons where the entire cast tapes every episode together.
Now let me ask you. I've done voiceovers and stuff like that, but when you're doing a cartoon, there's a director in
Yeah.
there, and you do it until he likes it.
Yeah, I mean, when we do a script, we'll do like 3 or 4 takes, and then he'll sort of give feedback about, if there's like a special way they want something read, and then you improvise. We record the audio before they animate it, so
Right.
we get to do what is written, and then we get to fuck around a lot, and then we do it kind of for like, all day.
Yeah,
Taping stuff.
90% of making movies and television and stuff like this is casting. So once they determine they like you, they kind of like give you leeway to do what you do.
Yeah.
I done voices on video games. I was this in Gears of War, and they take you in there. You have a script, but then they go, do it this way. Now here's a free one, and they let you just have fun with it. Similar to that.
Yeah, it's a lot like that. It's good.
That's cool. Well, Mickey is a big fan.
Oh,
Mickey was
definitely.
really
I love
excited
Bob's
that you were
Burger.
coming
Yeah,
on the
that's my man.
podcast.
Yeah.
Really excited.
Yes,
it was
I
like
was.
it was like
Thank you,
some
Mickey.
sexy woman was going to come.
Nah, none of
He was
that.
very
I want to hear him do the. I want to hear him do the Eugene
worked
thing.
up.
That's the regular Eugene voice.
Yeah, they pitch it a tiny bit, but this is what it's just me doing my
That
voice.
ain't what the fuck I be listening to on TV.
Yeah.
Come on,
Say it
Mickey
again?
wants more. Mickey,
What do you
touch
want
it.
me to
hear
Mickey
Eugene.
wants-
What do you want? You want me to be like, I'm a little boy? I don't know what you want me to say or
Mickey
do.
wants a lot from you, Eugene.
Yeah.
Little boy.
Yeah. I'm a kid on TV.
So how old is Eugene on
11. So they
Oh.
pitch it a tiny bit, and I speak sort of in the higher.
Can I ask how old you really are?
I'm 39,
So you're a 39-year-old man playing.
a 11-year-old. But I don't think
Pervert. You're a fucking pervert.
I'm just playing the
That's,
kid.
that's for you.
pervert.
We'd arrest
Yeah.
you.
So
for
you
that.
get locked up for that shit.
I think you're allowed. Yeah. My show's the perverted one. Your show's fucking just all monsters.
That's crazy.
Shit. So you got any comedy coming up that they can catch you anywhere?
They should come to Boston between May 1st and 4th to the Berkeley Performance Center or to Sinclair in Cambridge.
That's what's
They
up.
should come to the Brooklyn Masonic Temple, which is a venue. I'm not tricking people into a religion. We'll see me and Daniel Kitson, and we're doing a tour together. And it'll be in Detroit. It'll be in Chicago, Minneapolis,
Wow.
Nashville, Cincinnati, and then in Boston, a bunch of friends. It'll be John Benjamin, who does Archer, Kristen Shaw, and Bob on Bob's Burgers. Kristen Shaw, who plays Louise on Bob's Burgers and did Flight of the Conchords with me. John Hodgman.
Flight of the Conchords.
Yeah,
I used to love Flight of the Conchords.
I'm their landlord.
Oh man, Flight of the Conchords. They would just start singing R&B, and they.
Yeah.
I used to watch it just for the music.
Yeah.
Concord.
Yeah.
Okay, I love that show.
Yeah. So
Okay.
so me, Kristen and I were on that, and then I'm doing a show also with Bill Nye the Science Guy
Right.
in Boston on Sunday, and then on June 5th here in New York, Neil deGrasse Tyson and I are doing a show at the Beacon Theater. If anybody
June
wants to
5th,
come to
Mickey,
that,
we can go to that.
yeah, you guys should
You
come.
should be at June 5th.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could go to that. You know what? Now, when you do the shows, are you doing stand up?
Some of the shows, like most of the shows that I'm talking about, are all stand up, and then like the show with Neil deGrasse Tyson, it's like and Bill Nye. It's called Star Talk, and it's a sort of science discussion comedy show where we have guests and we interview them and then talk about science, and then there's comics who joke around with them. It's
That's
pretty
cool
fun.
stuff.
As a comedian, is
Yeah.
it harder to work a big stadium or a small, intimate club?
I mean, it just depends. Basically, if you're working out material, I mean, you would never work out material in like a big room with thousands
Right.
of people. You'd work out material in small clubs. But if you've never done the joke, it might not work. So that's in a sense harder. But if you're vaguely doing material you know works, it's not. The size of the room doesn't significantly
Well, give
matter.
me a joke or something, man.
Well, yeah, because this is the natural environment of stand-up.
You can't tell a motherfucker give me a joke.
Yeah. What's wrong with you, Mickey? You can't ask someone to tell you a joke like
I
they're
had
on
a
a
joke.
stage.
I told somebody a joke the other day. Did you hear the joke about the lion walking through the jungle? The lion walked through the jungle. The lion ran up on a zebra. He said, "Rah!" He said, "Who's the king of the jungle?" And the zebra says, "You." He said, you goddamn right. And the motherfucking lion kept walking. He rolled up on a giraffe. He said, "Rah, who's the king of the jungle?" The giraffe said, you are. He said, you goddamn right. So he kept on walking. He walked up to an elephant. He said, "Rah, who's the king of the jungle?" The elephant took his trunk, grabbed the lion around the neck, picked him up, slammed his ass into a tree 3 times, drug him through some mud, dropped him down, stepped on him, took a shit on him. Lion looked up and says, "God damn, you ain't got the trip just because you don't know the right answer." That's a joke. So I can tell jokes, but stand-up comedy is different. You got to do other things. But we're very proud to have you. You're going to stay around for the rest of the podcast?
Yeah, I'm going to totally.
That's what it is. Now, continuing on the TV thing, I got my homeboy in the house that's doing a great production called The Taking of East New York. My homie Maurice, he used to work with me on Law and Order. Now he stepped off. Yeah, and he was always cool in the cut with the best sneakers. You know what I'm saying? And he's a fly nigga. Yeah, he got a cool sneaker game. But you know, all of a sudden, Pimp Paul, my other homie, you know, our boy, Pimp Paul told me, he said, Maurice got a project going, which is really gonna be big, and he wanted to know would you come in and, you know, be part of it. And, you know, once I got the pitch, I was all in. So who did you bring with you, Maurice?
I got my man Exile Ramirez here. He produced the sizzle reel for me and directed. And I got my man Destroy over there. He played one of the characters.
Yes, sir.
Destroy's in the building. Okay, now, Bill, tell everybody about the project.
Project is called Taking East New York. It's about life in the East New York section of Brooklyn. And we're focusing on life from the 1960s to the 1990s. It's real. And that's why I approached you, because you were one of the real dudes.
Yeah, so I listened to him. And you know, people come to me all the time. They like, oh, I got a project. I got an idea. And he's like, how many episodes do you have of this written?
We got this mapped out for 6 seasons. We can add
6
water.
Seasons. And I remember when I first got my first record deal, I'm sitting there and the lady goes, so what's the title of your 5th album? You know, this is my first record deal, which you need to know. Is the artist deep or is this, you know, how yeah, have you really thought about this? Right. And I was like, okay, so when y'all hit me with the 6 seasons, I was like, okay, now I want to really take a look at it. And then once I got an idea of what it was about, I definitely had to jump on board. Right now, we've shot a sizzle reel and we're in the process of shopping it. But break it down a little bit more. Some of the characters that people in New York might know.
Well, for those that know New York, East New York was a big part of the legacy from the 80s and 90s. Caused a lot of ruckus out there. You know, a lot of street cats got their names put on the map by living out there doing their things. The character that Destroy plays is Coke. He was one of my partners out in East New York back in the days, Wild Boy, and he was also a partner with my man who's doing a big huge bit, Walter King Tut Johnson.
Is this loosely based or this is totally biographical? Is it just loosely based on it?
It depends on the situation. Some might be real tight, some might be a little loose, depending on the statute of limitations.
Well, you know what? I wrote my book, and in my opening to my book, I said people have to learn how to tell stories without implicating those that may not want that particular story told.
That's right.
And a lot of times in my conversation, I'll say, I ain't gonna say this name. Sometimes, you know, people you ran with in the streets, now they work at the church. Right, they got families. They did something else. And then here you are putting them back into that old life.
Right.
They might not want. But then I've had my friends, when I've changed the name, say, why you write me out of history, man? You should have said my name. You know, one of my boys, Al P, why you didn't put my, I said, well, that wasn't a good thing I was talking about right then. So now I just got finished doing an interview with Destroy over here. You got other side gigs too.
Yes, because, you know, I'm a hustler. I'm from America, so I understand capitalism, you know. And, you know, I just had an opportunity to meet these dudes. You know, we've crossed paths, and they were like, yo, you want to jump on this? And being I'm from Bushwick, and, you know, and I seen that life, crack era, post crack era as well. And I got a brother who's just got locked up, and he's 45, and I'm like, you still robbing dudes? Right. So it's just, this is that life, and, you know, you try to separate the two and find those dudes who grew out of it.
So this one right here, you'll be acting in our East New York project, and then you just interviewed me for your show. You have a show.
Yeah, Univision realized that there's a lot of Latinos who speak English. So they contacted me because I've been in this game.
No, that makes sense, because really, what he's saying is Cuban Links, when he first came, you know, from Terror Squad, he couldn't talk English, B. Pun harder to teach them how to speak cleanly. So that's pretty powerful what he's saying.
And don't sleep on Univision because they got higher ratings than NBC.
Right.
Okay, so let's keep it real.
Right. So they contacted me and they knew that I was in the New York scene and, you know, Crazy Legs. I did a lot of rock steadies. I host a lot of events for NBA All-Star games. So they were like, you know, I think we like the fact that you're not so much like on your on kind of like you're like American, you know what I'm saying, culturally.
Yeah, you're multidimensional. You everything. You are American. Yeah, I mean that's the key. You know, the thing of it is I fascinate people all the time with myself because they go, well, you from here. And then I start talking about Led Zeppelin or something, and they just don't know that, you know, once you're here in the United States and you're American,
it's called multicultural, baby.
Yeah,
multicultural person. You're not just dimensional as an Hispanic. You know what I mean? You're multicultural. You can deal with people.
Everybody knows everything here. You know, you're here. I grew up watching I Love Lucy and Leave It to Beaver and all this kind of stuff, and they get into this mode that, okay, well, if you Latin, this is all you know.
Exactly.
If you black, this is all you know. If you white, this is all you know. Everybody knows everything.
Exactly.
You know, because all these things are available to us. You know, but now, you know, we've gotten to this point racially where, you know, all those barricades that were there 20, 40 years ago, kind of, I mean, we've been trying to knock them down, you know. Now, Latino and black people, we live in the same community, so we've always had that kind of connection, you know, and it's just starting to happen. So it's time for these stories to be told.
That's right.
It's educational in a way.
It is.
As far as what's going on now on the reality shows, especially the black reality shows, I tell the girls, I'm like, no matter how much you got mad at us rapping, calling y'all bitches and shit, there's no way we could have ever done the damage that you've done to yourselves just by just meeting. You know, ratchet vision. That the new. You know what the new slang for ghetto is? VH1.
Wow. Oh, VH1.
Say that nigga's VH1.
That's
that
it.
bitch is VH1. And we know what that means. You dig what I'm saying? And the definition. You know the true definition of a ratchet? It's a hood rat with designer shoes and a designer bag.
It's a hood rat.
It's a hood. Now, hood rats, you know, they used to wear the sneakers, you know, but these are high fashion hood rat. That's a ratchet. Take that with you, motherfuckers.
So Detroit. So you have a show on Univision.
Yes, I just
is that on TV?
So what they're doing is a new thing. Obviously, we speak in English. On Univision with a Univision cosign, so that's kind of big. So it's really they're setting platform. My first guest was DJ Premier. My second one is Just Blaze. And he's gonna be my third one. So I deal with OGs, and I like to have, you know, authentic cats to really, because I know we have whoever's watching it to be like, okay, then I gotta pay attention because that's
you bring that real. You bring that real.
Exactly. I could bring the young cats for the Selena Gomez fans, you know, which can happen, but really for my heart, for me to be like content with the gig, it's like I had Ice. Premier's like a homie, you know.
That's my dude too.
So you know, if I have him, I feel content that I did for my hip hop soul.
Correct.
You know, and just having that ability is great.
Now let me ask you a question real quick. Is this your first acting role on
Nah. I used to be in a midget porn, and I used to do that. It was pretty dope.
Nigga, I knew I saw you in something.
Yeah. I was doing that, you know, and acting like a grown up once in a while, but I was a kid, you know, so I slicked in. But aside from being in this joint, I was in another web series because there's not a lot of opportunities for dudes with my face.
Speak on
You know what I'm saying? So it's not like Tyler Perry's like, yeah, let's get a Spanish cat in the flick. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm trying to have that opportunity.
Unless you want to dress like a woman. Did I say that or think?
No, you said that. You said that. And you know that's cool.
He does it real well, too. Tyler Perry does it real well.
Yeah.
Y'all hear me? He does it. I mean, in every show, he has to put a dress on.
He's ready.
Excuse me.
He's ready. I got it in the bag. You need me to bring this out?
I didn't say that.
So it's just, I know there's not a lot of opportunities.
My chance ever being a Tyler Perry.
I guess we ain't shot for the title. Right.
So when I find, you know, homies who are doing their thing, I was part of this other project, a web series about gentrification in New York City. City, which is a serious situation. My parents been in Bushwick since 1973, and May 10th they got to move out. So it's really serious. It's called East Willie B. On East
Wait a minute,
Willie B.
hold up.
What's up?
You know, a lot of people on this show got, they're Mickey fans, so they got a different kind of IQ.
Their attention spans are slow, so
break
you got to
break down the word gentrification for these people.
So gentrification is when dudes with beards riding on bicycles that look like something Mary Poppins would rock is taking your apartment, and then they moving you out, and then somebody's buying that, they remixing it, right? You understand that Puff Diddy language?
Wow.
And then they taking everybody that looks like you out, and then they bring in homies from like Michigan, Russia, like my homie over here, Eugene, right? And then they moving him in there, and they raising the rent. So now all you guys got to figure out how to live in PA or Florida or something like that.
I think the old term for it was just urban renewal.
Yeah.
So basically what you're doing is you're taking a low income area, taking the people out, putting high income residences in.
See, you still speaking non-Mickey fan base though.
No, but I'm helping. I got them all the way up.
No, what he's saying is they take my projects and turn it into a condominium.
Done.
And then you can't live there.
Now I can't afford to live there no more.
You out. It
so
makes
remember
no
this,
sense.
they got to pay for your light, your gas, and the rent just went up to $1,500 instead of $300.
Hopefully you don't got to go to the doctor.
Oh, shit, see?
Let's go. But this is the world we live in. And, what you gonna do about it? That's how the game is played. That's why the motherfucker got to stay out your paper at all times.
So
whatever you thought you had last year, you're gonna need twice as much next year because shit is going disaster.
Destroy, you breaking this shit down, bro.
B, I've been in America for a long time. I look young, but I just stood away from everything my brother was fucking with.
Motherfucking Tony Montana. No, this
nah.
This is smart motherfucker here, B.
Let's wrap this up right here.
Left Unattended is on theflama.com. On Tuesday, make it your sister's birthday, celebrate. Make the first session you listening to Final Level, and then you snuff your father in the mouth for talking crazy, and then he's gonna go on to theflama.com and peep Ice-T and Destroy mud wrestle some obese chicks.
Spell Deflama.
THEFLAMA. It's not a real word. It's for all you dudes who want to hug a llama.
Hug a llama, that's the flama.
It's called the Flama. Go on it immediately and put it on your Christian Mingle page and on Black Planet and on Mi Gente.
That's what's up.
Shit.
And Maurice, anything to sign off as far as taking to East New York? What do you want from the people out there?
Just look for it coming soon. Support it, and
is it on any websites where they can see any teasers?
I'll give you the info for a website. We do have a sizzle reel, and some of that'll be on the website, and I'll get you the information for the website. Maybe you can tweet about it and shoot some looks over there.
We'll do that. Taking to East New York. We got all the people in the house. My man Maurice, Exile, Destroy. This is Taking to East New York. It's something coming. You heard it first right here on the Final Level Podcast television. Peace. This episode is brought to you by Hulu Plus. Now, you've probably tried Hulu on your computer. Hulu Plus is way more than that. With Hulu Plus, you can watch current season episodes of your favorite shows like Eugene's show Bob's Burgers, Family Guy, and one of my favorites, The Following. And watch every episode of shows like Law & Order SVU, South Park, Doctor Who, and Mickey's favorite, Mr. Ed. Get Hulu Plus and get caught up on SVU. Listen, any TV show worth watching is on Hulu Plus. You can even get ad-free movies and kids shows too. So now nothing can get between Mick and his favorite talking horse. Now more than ever, there is so much to watch. Take total control with Hulu Plus to stream these shows and thousands more as much as you want, whenever you want. Hulu Plus works on your computer, smart TV, Roku, Apple TV, Xbox, PlayStation, pretty much any streaming device you already own. You can even watch it on your iPhone or iPad, anywhere. You'll also get access to Hulu's original shows that you can't get anywhere else. Check out their new show, Deadbeat, a comedy about a pothead who talks to ghosts. You can check it all out, 10 episodes all together, right there on Hulu Plus. For only $7.99 a month, you can get your shows anytime, anywhere. Right now, sign up at huluplus.com/Ice-T and get 2 weeks full access, completely free. That's right, I said free. That's a whole extra week more with this special offer when you sign up at huluplus.com/iced. Stop playing. Get with it now and start streaming TV with Hulu Plus. You're listening to the Final Level Podcast number 9, and this is movies. Any of y'all seen a good movie lately?
I saw the Captain America sequel.
What the fuck did you say? You saw,
I saw Captain America.
I saw the first one.
The black one?
Ain't no black Captain America.
Oh, shit.
I saw the white Captain America.
So
that's what it's called. It's called
White Captain America. Now, Captain America doesn't have any superpowers, so I wasn't.
He has a serum in his blood that makes him strong and fast, and he has a very good metal shield.
He throws that shield.
He can throw it very hard.
Captain America was the first superhero, from what I understand. He was the OG back in the day. But, him and Batman, all the superheroes that don't got superpowers, I'm kind of like, I want to see the Hulk. I want to see somebody do I want to
do some damage.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's very. I think you're underestimating how strong Captain America is.
Is he?
He can pick up a very heavy thing.
Yeah.
But not like a car, but something. I don't know how strong he is.
Well, then Thor can pick up a hammer. Thor can pick up a hammer, right?
He might be able to throw a motorcycle.
The mighty Thor.
I think Iron Man's still the baddest one yet out of all the superheroes they've had show up on the screen.
I like Superman. He can fly. He can fly.
I like Iron Man. I like Robert Downey.
Yeah.
I think he's the bomb. Considering what he went through, he's like a person that Hollywood totally counted out. Should I go see Captain America, Eugene?
I don't know. There's a lot of fighting. It's pretty good. It's good, but not if you. But if you hated the first one, maybe don't.
I'm not a superhero hater, but I don't know. I liked Iron Man. He had a dope house. He had nice cars. I could ID with it.
He doesn't have any powers. He's like Batman.
See? Yeah, but he got a damn badass suit. That's like that suit is a motherfucker. And then he has like nuclear energy. He has like some nuclear reactor, and he puts in his chest, and he just. All right, well, that's why we didn't go to the movies, people. And that was movies. Hey, this is Ice-T, Mick Benzo, Final Level Podcast number 9. This segment is called Ask a Geek, Ask a Nerd. My man John Daly's in the building. What's up, John?
Yo, what's up, Ice? What's up, Mick Benzo? How you guys doing?
Hey, we good, man. We sitting over here with your boy Eugene, man. From Bob's Burger.
What's up, Eugene? How you doing, man?
Good. Hey, John.
Great to see you.
Yes.
Great to hear. Great to all be here together.
Yeah, you can't see him, John Daly. You can't see him unless you got some technology you're about to tell me about where you can see through microphones.
Yeah.
Well, I wish I did, man. And like this time, like last time we talked about furries, that nerdy subculture where basically people are dressing up like stuffed animals and, doing other things besides having sex, but let's face it, they're having some sex.
Right. That was cool.
That was cool. Yeah. So now there's this other subculture of people. These guys are nerds too. They're heavy nerds. They're called steampunks. This goes back.
I play a video game called BioShock, which is kind of based on the whole steampunk get down. I know what it is. It's like Victorian version of the future.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Like BioShock Infinite is that. Yeah, BioShock Infinite. You got those voxophones. You hook onto the thing. You fly around. There's airships. The whole city floats. It's all like in an alternate reality where the highest form of technology was steam engines, and kind of like goes up from that. So they have steam-powered computers. They have steam-powered, cars, mini trains. Another piece of pop culture that takes influence from steampunk is the Wild Wild West movie with Will Smith and Kevin Kline from the 90s.
Absolutely. I used to always wonder how James West, the real Wild Wild West, was like a secret agent from the past, and him and Artemis Gordon had all kind of crazy stuff in his boots. And I'm like, what the hell is he? It's like he's from the past, but he was from the future. So I'm hip to steampunk stuff. I'm kind of into it. I like the look. You know, it's like you get like a Victorian bitch with big titties with a robot arm.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's it. And like, you know, reading about it and stuff. It's a lot of it's about like pushing titties up in costumes, you know what I mean? But you know, for ladies, it's kind of like a sexy look. You know, you might have gears all over your tits. You know, you might have like some weird welding goggles on, but it's a sexy look. You know, they got SteamCon in Seattle. These people get into SteamCon up in Seattle. Great Britain has the weekend, a thing called Weekend at the Asylum. You know, and like there's some pretty cool people. They got like, you know, they'll do like steampunk. You know, they make laptops in the steampunk. It's like steampunk. It's like retro futurist. You know.
Let me ask you a question. You think any steampunk people are listening to this podcast?
I think there might be some. Who knows? Who knows? I don't know.
Well, the Final Level Podcast would like to formally welcome all the steampunk people out there. I ain't got no problems with steampunk. I'll tell you the shit I don't like. I ain't got no problems with furries. I ain't got no problem with Dungeons and Dragons. And I ain't got no problem with steampunks. I got problems with real fucking punks. You know, punk ass motherfuckers.
So you have a problem with punk ass motherfuckers.
Yes.
You don't have a problem with steampunk. What if you ran into a steampunk ass motherfucker?
I probably whoop his ass with a pipe or some shit, you know? No. Hit him with a gear.
So, you know, steampunks, I think it's cool. Like, I'm glad to just introduce you to these subcultures, you know? Like, you got furries on your side now. I'm sure you got a bump. You got a bump in listenership from all the furries that are now tuning in.
Yeah, we got a new listener. We got two. We got a turtle and a furry beaver man who started to listen. So thank you for those two listeners.
The furry beaver man from The Shining. And also, you know, shout out to all steampunks. And, you know, if you're steampunk and you're listening, send Ice some crafty, weird goggles or some shit that he can wear out in public.
So thank you for hipping our listeners to steampunk. I'm already hip to it. Anything else?
Yeah, man. Get the whole family together. Get a lunch for every kid. Get grandma in there and check out Final Level.
Exactly.
It'll bond the family together. Everybody will learn the correct way to say motherfucker and bitch and all them good words that we need, you know, to help our lives.
Yeah, the good vocabulary.
And every member of the family can learn how not to be a hater, but hate shit.
Exactly.
Hey, John, we love you, man. Thank you very much, man. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully we'll get some steampunk listeners to tune in, maybe send us some pictures. I think this shit's dope, though. I'm into it. I hit you with BioShock, so you know I know.
Word up, man. That BioShock's the best, man. One of my favorite games. And you guys take care, and I'll see you next time.
All right.
John Daly, ladies and gentlemen. Yo, welcome to Final Level Podcast. This is number 9. Let's talk games, man. Let's talk games. And now, when we walked in here to talk games today, y'all told me about something I had never heard about.
Come on, you had to hear about. You from Los Angeles, California. You know
I ain't heard about this. Swatting.
I mean, Seth Rose lives in Long Island.
Tell me what happened, Seth.
Right, let's Seth, games.
We just had the first incident of swatting on Long Island just the other day.
Okay, if they don't understand, what is swatting?
Swatting is when somebody makes a false report about people either being kidnapped or killed, and then the SWAT team comes flying in out of nowhere and shuts the whole neighborhood down.
Do you understand this, people? This is calling a SWAT team as a prank on somebody else. This is not calling a fake pizza man. Like, you know, right. I showed up with some pizza over your house.
And I didn't order it.
A SWAT team with live ammo and guns popping up at your house. That ain't no prank, man. You could get shot.
They had little armored cars going in there. This happened in Long Beach, Long Island, just like its own little village. It's like its own little island. They shut down the bridge going over there. They had FBI. They had
Now, why did
all
they
sorts of
SWAT
crazy
him?
stuff.
Why?
It turns out that there was a kid playing on Xbox.
He's playing Call of Duty.
He's playing Call of Duty,
And he was
beating some other cat at it, and that guy.
Would you
pulled in
even
on
have
him.
enough time to save yourself in Call of Duty by calling a SWAT team? Like, wouldn't it take them at least like 20, 30, 40 minutes?
I just
You know what's funny
It's
about
ineffective. That's what's
I'm trying to figure out
infuriating to
why he
me.
gave out his address.
No, that's what I said. The moral of the story, I'm saying, when you're on those goddamn games and playing, you're not supposed to give your address.
You don't give
Most people
anything.
put their address, their name, their phone number, their age. So evidently, the guy that was getting beaten on Call of Duty, he actually called the 911 and said that he was killing his parents and he was in a house, but it was actually the other guy's house.
Let me tell you something. Here's something funny. Like when I'm playing video games, Coco will be on the phone. And in the background, they hear me. Motherfucker! I kill you, you punk ass bitch! Camping motherfuckers! And I'm yelling, and then people are on the phone with her and shit. They're like, is everything okay? No, she's like, nah, he's in the background playing a game. But, you know, when you hear a game through a door,
Yeah, it sounds very violent. Very
sounds like
violent.
shit's going down.
Somebody said, you need me to call the police for you? No, he's playing a game. Do you play games?
I play somewhat, but I like the idea that it sounds like there's Jeeps flipping over and blowing up in your house. You're like, I don't know what's happening behind that door, but it's awful.
That's crazy. Swatting, I think this has got to be one of the most dangerous pranks I've heard.
It actually started out of Los Angeles, California. When they swatting, they did it to Justin Bieber. They did it to Lindsay Lohan. They said that they were being kidnapped. Lindsay Lohan.
They
Ladies and gentlemen, a Mickey Benzo moment. Lindsay Lohan.
What happened with Justin Bieber? They called the SWAT team on him?
Yeah, they said he was kidnapping girls over his house and things. I guess all the SWAT came over.
They surround the whole place. And
Justin probably called him on himself trying to get some rep.
Oh, he wants some more publicity?
But nah, man, don't SWAT me, man. That's crazy. I mean, imagine if the SWAT team did happen to roll in on a house that might have something funky going on. It could be a real crazy shootout. Or the cops hear the gunshots inside and start busting. I know not a funny story. My boys in Compton had like a little dope house, right? So the SWAT team moves on them at 6 a.m. So that some of them in the front of the house, some of them in the back. When the first cop in the back, they had a pit bull. He shot the pit bull, right?
Right.
The cops in the front thought the guys inside were shooting. They start shooting through the house, busting. Now the cops in the backyard think the kids in the front are shooting, and now they got a shootout going through the house.
all friendly fire. Going
Back and forth. And my boys was in the I ain't gonna say names,
Right.
'cause they probably got good jobs and families in their church right now. But they're on the ground just eating carpet, trying to wait to see
Till they
fire.
finish.
Yeah, and the shooting only went like maybe 5 or 6 seconds. But that's all it takes.
It's a long
lot of
time.
rounds.
Yeah.
5 or 6 seconds, a very long time with gunfire.
Yeah. So, you know, I guess swatting has to be the newest, dumbest shit I've heard. I mean, you know.
I mean, you must go to jail for calling a fake
You have
police
to.
call.
You have to, because
absolutely.
you have to if they can find out who made the call.
Well, you
Remember,
can trace.
crossing-
What is it, like kids with burners that have like GPSs that are like from China?
No,
like,
they probably buy
trace it.
a burner phone, and that's what he did. You know, I mean, that's weird.
hysterical to be prepared for Call of Duty that you have a burner phone to call in fake SWAT teams.
Well, I guess he didn't like the way homie was whipping his ass on Call of Duty.
You know, gaming is supposed to be virtual. You don't really call in a SWAT team in the middle of a game, man. Y'all motherfuckers taking your gaming a little too serious. I wrote a movie based on something like this, but I'm not going to speak on it because y'all steal shit quicker than I used to steal shit. So that was games. Gamers, stop swatting and start subscribing to Loot Crate. Every month, you'll get a dope box with licensed gear, apparel, collectibles, and unique one-of-a-kind items and more. Previous crates have included swag from Marvel, Nintendo, Blizzard, and many, many more. As I stated earlier, last month they sent me a box full of dope Titanfall gear, including a sick Titanfall shirt and some comic books. Also, what's really cool is that many Loot Crates contain items that have never been seen before, and Loot Crates work with the biggest names in gaming to bring you some dope exclusive stuff. Normally a Loot Crate is only $13.37, plus shipping and handling for a guarantee of at least $40 worth of gear. But they are hooking up all the Final Level people. Go to lootcrate.com/iced and use the offer code ICE at checkout to receive 10% off your first box and be entered to win the Mega Box with over $750 in gamer gear. In the past, these Mega Boxes have included new consoles and collector's editions of games. That's lootcrate.com/ICET, offer code ICE. I'd like to personally thank Loot Crate for supporting the podcast, helping to keep it free. As always, I say, please support them since they're supporting us. Okay, on the Final Level Podcast, this is always a favorite. It's called I'm Not a Hater, but I Hate Shit.
You know what, Iceberg, let me have this one.
What do you hate, Mickey?
I mean, listen, the social network. I be on it, right? I be on the social network, the Twitter, the Facebook, every goddamn thing, LinkedIn, all that, So I go to Facebook, oftenly, and them motherfuckers always.
Another word, oftenly,
and they always block me. I'm trying to figure out if you got.
The T is silent, Mickey.
No, don't worry about my oftenly, man. Let me have mines, man. You act like Facebook. You're blocking me.
Okay, go.
No, they're blocking you. What are you doing?
No, what Facebook do is they block me from making comments and replying back to people. So people say, "Oh, yo, Mick, man, you're not hitting me back, blah blah blah," and they do it in a 30-day increment. So I'll go in tomorrow, it'll do another one. 30 days, you're blocked from doing this and that.
What are you posting?
I'm posting nothing. I'm posting.
Are you trying to reply with just pictures of titties? That'll do it.
I don't do any. I don't do none of those funky ass things, man. Everything I put up there is real. They mad.
You sitting there like a 2-pixel dick pic.
I probably post too much for them. But no, and in real, the way that the network
spamming probably. You spamming?
Bullshit. The way the network system works is if we are people that's putting on your site, you go and you tell your buyers you got 1 million people, 2 million, 3 million, 4 million. We helping them get money and they blocking me.
With the Facebook and all that stuff, the cops, if they want to find anything about you, they just go to your social networks. All your pictures are there, all your personal stuff. They go to your friends and family. They know all your friends. Nowadays, the cops, I play a cop on TV. They just go straight to Facebook, and here you are, pictures. And how about the dummies that are on the internet and they're posting pictures like with dope, like they got
with weed.
This is how I cook coke. Look at me right here. This is my address.
Piles of money.
No, that was real fly. You say they go there, they look at all your friends and your family, and they gather everybody together. They gather all the information
for you
off of your Facebook.
Anybody wanted to assassinate somebody, they just check it out.
Mickey,
you on Facebook? You on Facebook?
Now I don't want to talk about it. Maybe I am.
Mickey, we do it on the TV show. Yeah. When they looking for somebody, they go straight. The first place the cops go is to your social network. That's the first place, and it does most of the police work for them. And a lot of people don't know they posting crazy things. They beefing on it. That's the internet is not a place to air your dirty laundry and talk back and forth. And people got to know that it is for entertainment. You got to be careful. Like even me, when I tweet, I never tweet like, okay, this is where I'm going. Right. I wait till after I came off the vacation, and I say, because you got to remember,
you're
about this.
You're inviting people your way.
Everyone that's on your Twitter or your Facebook isn't necessarily a friend.
True indeed.
It could be an ex. It could be anyone who just wants to know your business.
It's called spy.
And laying there in the cut, dormant. And so Seth is over here saying, I ain't got no money, but then he just posted the new Gucci loafers he bought.
Right.
You saw that?
And that gets you right, and that gets you right to child support because they see it. They seen it.
Think
my ex-wife walked right into court with a whole Facebook page.
Now, what speak on this? What happened?
My ex-wife during the divorce, she walked right in with the whole Facebook printout, like 90 pages.
So she knew you're spitting up.
What? What did you post on Facebook? Is just pictures of money?
Just life, man.
Not fly pictures, fly cars. He said he has no more money. He can only afford $200 a month. She's like,
I'm so broke I can't pay attention.
See?
I'm done.
Listen, The word to the wise is Facebook is handling you, but remember this, you don't own your Facebook account. They do. They go up in it. They'll do whatever they want. They'll sell your information to anybody you want. And all this information you put out on these social networks is being gathered. And so think about it.
It's consumed by the world.
Before you tweet. Think before you Facebook. That's the word to the wise. We're not a hater, but we hate shit, and we hate the way social networks can be used against you.
If you put information on them,
think about
that you don't want used in a divorce.
That was a public service announcement.
In the criminal justice system, sexually based offenses are considered especially heinous. In New York City, the dedicated detectives who investigate these vicious felonies are members of an elite squad known as the Special Victims Unit. These are their stories.
This is Final Level Podcast number 9, and this is Inside SVU. Okay, so y'all been watching SVU. You saw what happened last week. Mariska, basically the dude said he shot her, and, the guy committed suicide or whatever, and she took the heat. But now, we got 2 more episodes coming up before the season finale. And the episodes aren't really connected. You see that Murphy has now moved into the captain's squad room. Well, Danny's going to get into some trouble. And things start to develop again in the courtroom dealing with Danny's anger issues. And the show kind of has 2 more shows that aren't really connected to the Lewis situation. But here's the big trouble. Not what's going on SVU, but what's going on behind the scenes. Show hasn't been picked up yet. Now, once again, we have higher ratings than a lot of the other shows that got picked up. Everybody's kind of in limbo. Do I got a job? Do I got to get back to selling bicycle parts? We don't know what is going on. But fortunately for me, I'm planning on going on tour with my rock band, so I might have to become a rock star again. But no one wants to leave SVU. It's a great job, but the tension mounts. Now, people are saying, well, what can we do to help? Really nothing. It's happening above the fan level. It's negotiations that are going on between NBC, Comcast, Wolf Films, and all that kind of stuff. So we just got to sit and wait. But it's not the first time. I've been at this place 15 times, 15 different years. Mm-hmm. Even remember last year, we had already broke for vacation before we got the pickup. And, everybody's worried. Now, want to ask Ice-T? I predict a pickup. I don't see any reason why we wouldn't get picked up. Our ratings are there. Our fan base is there. So I just think they're just trying to make everybody nervous. And what they do is by making everybody nervous, when they do pick up, nobody asks for no raise. Oh, shit. They got you so scared that when you finally get picked up, you're like, yes, master, please.
I don't need nothing extra.
I don't need nothing extra. But people have asked me on Twitter, what do you think? I believe there'll be a pickup. I would be totally blown away if they don't pick SVU up. But that's what's going on behind the scenes. We have 3 more televised episodes coming to you, and then we will be at the season, what they call the season finale. If the show doesn't come back, it'll be on the cover of the Hollywood Reporter. Everybody will know. But right as now, we're kind of like in limbo. Now, people say, well, is that bad? Well, think about it. They've already canceled a lot of shows. So the fact that we're not canceled says there's hope.
A little something.
There's something. We're on the bubble, so to speak, because they canceled a lot of stuff. They just like, y'all ain't come back this. So the fact that we're just being held out, I believe it's just a negotiation thing. And we just, we'll stay tuned. But you'll hear it first on the podcast. And that was behind the scenes of SVU. Let's take a moment to thank our sponsor, Stamps.com. Taking trips to the post office has become a thing of the past, and luckily, don't have to make those trips anymore thanks to Stamps.com. You're too busy to be driving to the post office, finding, parking, and waiting in line. Yet what's crazy is you're paying more doing that than using a more convenient solution, Stamps.com. Anything you can get done at a post office is possible to do from the comfort of your own office with Stamps.com. You can buy and print official U.S. postage for any letter, any package, right from your computer and printer, then just hand it to the mailman. With Stamps.com, you get special postage discounts you can't even get at the post office on first class, priority mail, international, and more. That's why I make sure all my businesses use Stamps.com. Just by listening to this podcast and using my promo code ICE, you can get a special no-risk trial. This includes a $110 free bonus offer with a free digital scale and up to $55 of free postage. Free. Now that's the business. Before you do anything, sign up by going to Stamps.com and click on the microphone at the top of the home page. Then type in ICE. That's Stamps.com, promo code ICE. I want to say thanks to Stamps.com for supporting the podcast. Please support them because they're supporting us. This is a Final Level Podcast, and this is a segment called Philosophy. Today's philosophy is, it comes from a movie I watched called Road to Perdition with Tom Hanks, and it said 98% of all problems have to deal with money. And I tweeted this out on my daily game, and a lot of people, they didn't understand it. They got it twisted, but you can elaborate on it. It's not just the want of money, it's the lack of money, or you going after money and ended up in jail, or somebody, if you're sick and not having the money. Mm-hmm. But when a problem occurs, if you really think about it, the root of it is money, whether it's having it and
Making
people
it,
treating you different.
Wanting it, everything.
Right.
All revolves around money.
Now, when you've made money, you do well, Seth. It makes people treat you differently.
Oh, absolutely. More money, more problems. I mean, they write songs about it. It's the truth.
Yeah, and like I told people when I started to get a little success, I'm like, it didn't really change me. It kind of changed your view of me. What do you speak? Mick, you around money. You know what it's like. You've had it, lost it, and had it again.
Well, like you said, it's always the root of money. But if you got your health, you can show them get it again, though. You can get it again.
That's the other 2%.
And if you had money before, then you know how to get money again. May take a little longer, but the main focus is your health first. And if you can be healthy, because if you worry, you become sick. And then you can't go out and do it. You know what I mean? Like I said, he's not really worrying about nothing, because if in fact something should happen, he's still healthy enough to go get another job.
Right. We always said that the two most important things in game are your health and your freedom. If you're locked up, you're fucked. Okay, let's keep it real. Nobody wants to lose their freedom, because time is the most valuable thing. So if you're locked away, they're taking your most valuable asset, your time. Mm-hmm. Next is your health. If you could have all the money in the world, somebody says, okay, you're rich, but cancer. Okay. Now you're sick. But if you cancer and you broke, it's worse. It's like
double whammy.
Yeah. So maybe just like 80% of problems are money, but 20% are.
Yeah,
okay, we'll change.
They also say whether you go to school or not, education costs money. So even if you've lost your money, that's an education right there.
But it still has to do with money, Right.
I mean, you can't get education without having money to pay for the courses.
Right. No, but if you lose money, you just got schooled. That's an education.
It's still money.
It's not the best way to go to college.
It's definitely not the best way.
I wouldn't trust a doctor who simply lost a lot of money.
Mistakes.
Money isn't everything. What money does, it gives you options. That's what money does. It gives you options. You don't have to get on that particular flight because it costs something, because you can change to another flight. Mm-hmm. If you can't get the flight, you can charter a plane. The more money you got, the more options you have to go. But when you don't have it, you don't have many options. You just need to eat, nigga. That's all I got. I only got $1, and there's not much of an option right here. I got to feed myself. So when you start to get more, you feel guilty. You start to hide your shit. You're like, I ain't got nothing. You don't want to talk about it, because you're doing good. And it basically means, what I understand about money is you have to be willing to work. It's not going to drop out of the sky. But if you bust your ass for it, never apologize for it. 98% of all problems have something to do with money. And that was philosophy. Yo, you on the Final Level Podcast with Ice-T, Mick Benzo, Eugene's in the building, and my man Seth Rose, he's in the building. We in here talking crazy, and this segment is music. I ain't finna talk about nobody's music but mine, goddamn.
I know what I want to hear. I know what kind of music I want to hear, man.
What?
For Mayhem Fest, man.
Yeah, the Mayhem Fest is coming up. And, you know, we've been keeping you
That's
updated.
in the month of July, though. I want them that's in July, though, Iceberg.
On Body Count.
Yeah.
And this is where we are with Body Count. The album is mixed. The album cover is done. The video is shot and being edited at this moment, but it's hard. Mayhem Fest, we start July 5th, and the album will come out June 10th on Sumerian Records. You can follow them on Twitter at Sumerian Records. There's nothing else to be able to say. Just prepare for impact. There will be blood. The album, Manslaughter. Follow me on Twitter to get the updates. And that's really all I care about.
I've been getting a lot of hits on our Ice and Mick at gmail.com. They saying, are we coming over to overseas with Body Count? Are we going overseas?
We would love to go overseas. We're going to tour the whole globe. The problem is right now is I have to tour in the hiatus of Law and Order when the break comes. So, you know, now if Law and Order doesn't come back, we're about to do a worldwide global tour. We're going to be touring our black ass off. It's going to be off the chain. But we're going to start. We got a few shows in, you know, all over the United States. And, you know, depending on how the album is received, we'll find out. I mean, once again, I got to say, Body Count hit almost 20 years ago. So the new fans we just played for in Arizona, they
loved it, though, but they loved it.
They went crazy. But, you know, what we have to do is not only keep our old fans, but get that whole new fan base. But I feel the metal fan base is a little bit more receptive than the hip-hop fan base. You know, if you give it to them right, they're going to respect it. And we going to go out there and we're going to try to annihilate, decimate.
Man, them metal fans love to party, B. They ain't into the bullshit. They want to party, have a good time, hear some good hardcore shit, good music. We did Mesa, Arizona. We don't know none of them kids. They act like we were the #1 band there, bro.
Yeah, we had a good time. Thanks to everybody who was there. You know, I was at the U Fest or something.
U Fest.
U Fest.
Mesa,
we had a good
Arizona.
time. But we'll be out there in the Mayhem this year, this summer. Something for you to do. BC, Manslaughter album, will be in your town. And that was music. Hey, what's up? This is Final Level Podcast number 9. Who's this?
This is Frank Trank, man. How you doing, man?
Good. What you want to talk about, Frank?
Yeah, I want to talk about Donald Sterling. What do you think about that, Ice?
Well, you know what it is? I'm going to tell you like this. Racism's played out, and once you get caught out there, a lot of people are closet racist, but once you get caught out there, you're pretty much done. Especially when this guy got a team full of black players. He's in for a nice rough road, you know, and he basically, I feel he deserves what he gets, especially, you know, why would you talk down on Magic Johnson any goddamn way? But, you know, and his mixed girlfriend was showing, you know, some favoritism to a black man, then probably his heart got in there and his balls got in there, and then he just went on a little bitch rant and got caught.
If I ever caught him, I'd swat his ass right now.
Okay, all right, peace.
Final Level Podcast, Ice-T, Mick Benzo, Eugene, and Seth Rose. Who's this?
Hey, what up? This is Max. Shit, man. I was listening to the last guy, and yeah, it's racism. Fucking crazy, right? I just want to say that I am a white person, and I will say that white people are fucking crazy. And I'm just trying to do my part to breed white people out of existence by, you know, I'm sleeping with a Latina right now.
Oh, you want some Public Enemy, Fear of a Black Panic. You think you're going to breed them out of existence? Don't do that, man. Don't do that.
Right now.
You ain't got, I mean, you're going to have to do a lot of fucking to breed somebody out of existence.
Yeah.
Your dick
Yeah, I want to impregnate a girl in every state if I can.
Yes. If you could get 50 people pregnant, we could.
And then move on to every continent.
I think that's a good way. If you're trying to break it down to your girls while you fucking so many women, you say that you're on a world domination mission. And maybe if they think you're crazy enough, you might get some form of a psychopath. But You ain't got to do that, man. You know what? I think right now everybody knows that all that stuff, like I said, racism, whether it's, anti-Semitism, gay bashing, that's just unacceptable. It's not necessary. And just live your life, and all that hate ain't gonna work. You dig?
Yeah, there's bigger problems to worry about. And it's like, I'll never fuck as many girls as you or Eugene. Because, I know Eugene gets ladies like...
Eugene got like 10 strippers standing in my kitchen right now.
It's amazing I'm here because I broke my dick about 2 hours ago. But yet I made it. I fucking got here. Yeah. Well, thank you. Good luck fucking people all over this country. And don't forget to fuck people in Europe, where you'll also need to go fuck people. I wish you the best in your fucking venture.
We got a lot of work ahead of you. Thanks for calling, man.
Yeah, keep it real, guys.
Peace.
Yeah, my name is Chris. I'm in the suburbs of Detroit. Well, everybody says they're from Detroit, and I'm keeping it real, fellas.
Thank you for not lying to us. Even the suburbs of Detroit, I'm sure, are horrible.
It's all good. Wherever you are, like Rakim said, it ain't where you're from, it's where you're at. What you want to talk about?
Well, I was thinking that you should go to L.A. with Eugene and get him a little bit of bling, like maybe a big Star of David, and you could show up at the Clippers president's house and say, now what's up?
That's the plan.
Yeah, nothing would be more intimidating than me with a big Star of David.
That's a great idea. I think we're going to do that. Eugene is going to stalk the Clippers president, coach, or whoever the fuck this dude is.
We're going to light his dick on fire.
Stupid fuck. One of the things about this podcast is we don't hate people. Whatever you're doing, who you fucking, but we do hate dumb fucks. Okay? So this coach, he falls under the dumb fuck category.
He get the dumb fuck award this month. Yeah. Very foul.
Hey, but thanks for calling, man.
Good looking, baby.
Me and Eugene are on our way to LA right now.
Yeah.
We're going on Eugene's boat.
We're going to take an Uber.
Light him up. See ya.
Hey, this is the Final Level Podcast. What's up? Who's this? It's Ice.
Hey, this is Jake. I'm calling from Brooklyn. And I want you to play Dungeons and Dragons with Eugene Merman and Ice-T.
Hey, you know what? I'm so wicked at Dungeons and Dragons that they don't even let me play anymore because I use real swords and fire.
All right, here's the scene, right? It's you're in Southwest Houston, Texas. All right, you're there. You're like a fourth level. You're just Ice-T.
A fourth
Eugene
level
Merman,
Ice-T.
you're Warlock. You encounter 3 goblins, and they're all drinking purple stuff. You have a hammer. Eugene's got like one of those weird axe things from Russia.
Okay.
What do?
What I do is I drink the syrup, right? And I begin to fly, and I have basically radioactive urine, and I piss on him.
All right. Yeah, they melt pretty hard.
Yeah.
We're out. Thank you. Okay, that was it. Final Level Podcast number 9. Eugene's in the building. Seth Rose. Anything y'all want to say on the way out the door? What's up, Seth?
Well, just support exoticsrally.com. Give myself a little selfless plug on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Exotics Rally. We're bringing car events all over the Northeast for all the exotic car lovers out there.
Yeah.
And,
well, that's what it is. And Eugene, anything on the way out?
I'm doing a bunch of shows in May. Come see all the shows.
What about the radio? What about the podcast?
Oh, yeah. Listen to Star Talk Radio. That's a podcast that I do with Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Right.
Come see me in New York and Boston and on tour in the Midwest.
Before you leave, is that show Bob's Burgers still on, or it's
Yeah. Oh, Bob's Burgers. Watch it Sunday nights on Fox. And I'm at Eugene Merman. That is my Twitter handle.
Eugene, can I say something? I'll give you a compliment. You've been very, very relaxed here. You got here. We were doing something else. You're very cool, dude. I like you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. You know what I'm saying?
Very pleased to be here.
And you're welcome, because we try to make everybody feel comfortable, and you're a funny motherfucker.
Well, you like one of the joints.
And Mickey, you're Mickey's favorite. Mickey really excited.
Bob's Burgers, my shit, baby. That's my shit, baby.
Hey, so for podcast 9, like I said, people said that we wouldn't be around after podcast number 5. They also told us that 90% of people listening to this podcast have never listened to a podcast before. We would like to thank you very much. And in part, me and Mickey always ask one thing. What is that, Mick?
Tell one more friend to check out the Ice-T Final Level Podcast, either at iTunes or even at Stitchers. Just tell one friend. That's all I need.
Or IceTFinalLevel.com. We got a store there. We got male health awareness. We got everything. Thanks for the support. We going to keep going. You know what I'm saying? We got hundreds of thousands of fans now. I'm not stopping till I get 1 million, and then I will make a true attempt to take over the world.
And let me just tell y'all, when we go on the road, we will not stop. We will give you.
Yeah, we'll be podcasting from the tour.
Yeah, we will be. So maybe we'll interview some of the guys out there and let them hear some of the music that's popping off too and things like that. So y'all stay tuned. Final Level Podcast, Ice-T and Mick Benzo, number 9. Guess what? I'd rather see you than be you.
That's how I'm living. 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 That's how I'm living.
This episode is brought to you by Hulu Plus. Right now, sign up at huluplus.com/Ice-T and get 2 weeks full access completely free and start streaming TV with Hulu Plus.